the average cost is roughly, it's a lot of money to throw down and not even be able to do anything with in the moment. We have been getting harassed. I got a call from Moss Concrete who did this. Alright guys, y'all all know that we got a concrete slab poured to get a house done. We've had some things go on with it over the last few videos. You guys have known all that. But today we're going to get into how much does it actually cost to do a concrete pad, dirt work, all that type of stuff. If you guys are wondering, if you're trying to build one yourself, build a house and all that stuff, how much it costs. We'll even include plumbing and stuff in there as well. And then also on top of that, we have been getting harassed. I got a call from Moss Concrete who did this, and we'll get into that in a little bit. So as you guys know, we did all the dirt work, and luckily for us, we have friends with the skid steer, and Paragon Ridge Ranch came out and helped do the whole pad, which Moss Concrete came out and was like, holy cow, they did a great job. All right, so we started with one load of dirt. We did that ourselves with our tractor just to spread it out. We didn't want to try to pack it in or anything. Our tractor's not heavy enough, but we ended up getting 2 more loads dumped, and Paragon came out and helped level it, and then it wasn't quite enough, so we got another load, so then 4 loads of dirt, and then we formed it all up and everything with the concrete crew, and then we had another load of dirt come in to level it out once the pad forms were put in and everything to make sure it was enough. So it ended up being 5 loads of dirt. To be completely honest with you guys right now, this time where we're at, a load of dirt, it's cheap but not cheap. So we ended up spending $200 per load. So we spent $1,000 just to do this dirt work right here. So when people are saying we try to go cheap on all this and get a really low price, and that's why some things messed up and we tried to lowball things, that's not true. It'll all add up in the end. You guys will see a lot of companies will just include everything in the price, and some just include the actual concrete work. And with this, we did our own pad, so it ended up being $1,000 total, and it would have cost a lot more than that to get all the dirt work done because you have to have a skid steer and machinery to do it. Luckily for us, friends did it. We did give them some money for fuel, and then their tire messed up on their trailer, stuff like that. But if you had to hire out, let's just say a half a day for its skid steer, you're gonna add in another probably $400 to $500 for a skid steer to have for the day to do all your dirt work. Maybe more, maybe less. So we're gonna say just to get the dirt work done is $1,500, or you can hire somebody with a skid steer to dig and bring dirt in if you have good dirt. So as of right now, off the top, it's $1,500 just for dirt work. So when it came down to getting someone to do the concrete pad for us, we actually got on Google and we looked around. Unfortunately, we don't know anybody. We asked a few people, they didn't know anybody, and then I called a few people online, and we were getting an average price of anywhere from $7 a square foot up to $8 a square foot, somewhere in that area. We didn't really see anybody a little bit higher than that we had called. And then through the dirt work, they actually recommended Moss Concrete, and that's why we ended up going with them, because it was a recommendation, and they charged $7.50 a square foot. This pad is 33 by 30, so that's 990 square feet, which is almost 1,000. So if you, let's just round up to 1,000, 750 times 1,000, 7,500. Well, it was a little bit less than that. It ended up being like 7,400, and I think $25 if I'm correct. So they did end up cutting us $200 off for that last load of dirt. So we're gonna take $200 off of that since we already calculated all 5 loads of dirt. So it ended up costing us about $7,200 just for the cement work. And I know what you're saying, but what about the plumbing? We actually did it ourselves to save money, and I think we spent roughly $250 on all the plumbing supplies. I'll have to look at receipts, but I'm pretty sure it's about $250 for all of that. Now, I came out and I dug it myself. I put it in there. Danielle helped glue it all together and everything. So for us, it was $250. If you hire somebody to come out, you're looking anywhere from $500 to about $1,500 for a simple layout like we did. Some concrete crews actually do that for you and will put it in the price. So on our end, we spent $250, but as far as other crews, we don't really know. We're going off a recommendation, and then we called a few people, but everyone we called did not do plumbing, so we just did it ourselves. So a grand total right now for the slab, plumbing, dirt work is $8,975. Pretty much $9 grand to have a slab. It's a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money at the same time. I know there's things that are going to cost way more, but for the very beginning part of a slab for a 33 by 30 is roughly $9,000. Now, it will go up if you hire a different person, or could go down. Again, we got somewhere right in the average in our area here in Oklahoma. Now, unfortunately, things did get messed up and the top layer got messed up. There's a whole lot of different reasons why I'm not even getting to that into this video, because it just ain't worth it for me. So we did get a phone call from Moss Concrete, and one of y'all, the viewers, has called him and literally said, I watched the Crockers and I want to warn you, the Crockers are bad people and they're going to try to take advantage of you, badmouth you. Don't trust the Crockers. And Moss was like, I don't know what you're talking about. We have nothing against the Crockers. We've talked it out. We've had our differences with the concrete itself, but I don't know why you're calling. He said, well, they're liars. They lie about everything. Watch out. And Moss was like, they haven't lied about anything. If you just watch their video, they literally explain it. They say everything. They haven't said anything bad. We haven't said anything bad about Moss. Moss and them aren't saying anything bad about us. We're not out there doing anything bad. We're not defaming anybody. Yes, I did the thumbnail of the crack, which Moss already knew that before I even put the video out, that I was doing it for the attention, because everybody was saying it was going to crack, and Moss actually laughed when I told him that. So it's really not a huge deal. The whole thing, people call me a liar and all that, it's because they didn't watch the video, and whatever. Those are, that doesn't bother me. I don't really care at all. But to call Moss Concrete, to try to harass, to try to get dirt on us, to try to make us look bad, that should probably stop. And then on top of that, we're having people comment trying to tell people kind of where we live in town, where the house is in town, and they're lying, saying that, hey, we're their neighbors, we live down the street from them, they're never out here at the property, they're always there at the house, they don't like these people, blah blah blah, all this stuff. Well, these people literally said, we have a gray Cherokee down at the end of the road, and it's very obvious if you go to Google Maps and you Google the address in town, which is not hard to find, and then they're basically trying to harass. Well, for these people, they're not smart. They called Moss Concrete to try to start drama, found out that everything we said was true, and then they try to tell everyone on the internet that we're neighbors and that we're never here, we're always there, and trying to catch us in a lie and all this stuff, when all they did was get on Google Maps and look at an image that was 5 years old, and those people don't even live there no more. It's pretty funny. It's pretty obvious. These people have nothing better to do. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, we got money that we have to make and do stuff. The last thing we're going to do is not be out here. Yes, we do go to the house because we're in the process of selling it and Danielle has a job. It's pretty obvious. It's common sense that we are there sometimes. But to try to lie and catch us in a lie and all these things, it's wild. It's crazy. We've dealt with harassment in the past. We're still dealing with it. It just is what it is. But at the end of the day, our job is to make videos. We're YouTubers, and it just happens that we make videos about us building. And over the last month, pretty much last few weeks, we've been dealing with this, and that's why we keep doing videos. I have worked on something else, and you guys will see it. There's a little sneak peek in the Crocker Life video of it, if you pay attention and want to see, so go check that out. It's the latest one about the concrete on the Crocker Life. But thank you everybody for sticking around through all this. We're talking about it for so much because this is what has truly consumed our life over the last few weeks. And when you drop close to $10,000 on a slab you can't even use, what more could you think about? I don't know how many of y'all have $10,000 to throw down on a slab and not worry about it if it's not messed up. You can just go on with your day. It's a lot of money to throw down and not even be able to do anything with in the moment. So I promise you guys, more is coming. It's not just concrete talking videos. I think we about covered it all. For anyone out there that's trying to start drama, just move on. Just move on. You truly won't find anything here. We're just trying to be honest with you guys and take you guys along with the journey. But hopefully the next video, you guys will see the final product of what we're working on our property.